play it both ways, right? I can play it like this, I can play it like this. The reason you want to play it like this is so your pinky can do cool stuff, right? So look, I can either play with the G string and do bass, or I can like make it into a Jimi Hendrix chord. You see what I'm saying with my pinky? Or I can make it into a James Brown chord, you know, or a James Brown chord more like this. You know, James Brown would be playing an E down here. This is a ninth chord. Always, whatever the bass is always usually the chord name. This is an E, this is an E9. James Brown would play for 3 hours like this. 1. And then you'd be like the 4. 1. 5. 4. 4. 5, 7. 4. 1. 5. All over. James could do this. His band could do this. For 6 hours, and you find them the whole time. Keep it in. So, but I play like this because this is an E, and I can use this finger to make it an F. An F sharp, a G, a G sharp, an A. In fact, like Ray Davies has a song where all he did was this. Called Less of the Steam Powered Trains, exactly like that, just like show you. So like that whole chord gives me the whole neck. The same with the A chord. This is an open A chord. I play it like this. You can play it a number of ways, but the reason I dig it is because it's gonna be hard to do this and keep that open E string. I can play the whole thing with the E string open. If you mess up and you can only do this, it's not the end of the world. If you want to play it like this, you can do it. If you want to play it like this, you can do it. This is the easiest, I think. Anyway, but that gives you, once you got that, then you can do the same thing as you did with this, and you go like this. You slide it down, and now you got a B sharp. I'm sorry, an A sharp, a B, a C, a D, you know, and you, all the way back down to an A again. So you get a 4th chord. Now you've got every chord on the neck with just these two bar chords. What song is that?
Louie Louie.
And look, if you mess up, you just go to the right chord, and then you can't even tell if you do it right. That's a different song. But like anyway, you start with the E, and anytime you slide it, now you got E minor. Now you got E7th. Now you got some kind of crazy suspend chord. All with these fingers. Really easy. Same with the A. Like, I mean, John Lennon spent his whole life going like this. And you just smile. And you know if you break my... So that's like done, all that stuff just from being able to do this and picking up fingers. This is a 7th chord. This is a minor chord. This is some kind of crazy suspend chord that's fun. This chord is really cool because it sounds exactly like itself every 3 frets. It's like cartoon music. Check this out. Ever heard that in a cartoon?
Yeah.
But it's the same thing all over the neck. So yeah, like look, this is a C. This is C minor. This is C7. This is some crazy. This is a major 7th, I think. This is a minor 7th. This is C9, and it's every James Brown chord. You know, he's doing crazy stuff. This is like the Jimi Hendrix chord in C. It's like something crazy 7th. And if you play it in the E position, you can just simply hang out in Jimmy and do this all day long. And it goes for Stevie Ray Vaughan too. It's like, you ever hear Mary Had a Little Lamb?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, you can just do it like this. Four. You can just one thing. All right, those are those 2 chords. Other cool chords are the D. You only want to hit the first 5 strings though with the D, which is why I got my thumb muted here. All right, this is what they're going to show you a G chord is, but real men play G chords with these 2 fingers like this, but they both work. Okay, so this is the D, this is a C chord, and you can even play a C chord like this if you want a G in the bass. Whenever they show you like C/B, that's not a crazy chord, it's a C chord with a G in the bass. Right? This is an A chord, and then like, you know, this is a G in the bass, which is what Jimmy Page is doing. Alright, so what do we leave out? We got C, we got A. This is B. B is the messed up one. B is you can only play here. Alright, but you can play here. This is a B7. This is a C7. Alright, so that's C, D, E. F is another one that's a hassle. You can play it here, here. You just play this. You can put your thumb on it. And then G is easy. This is how, you know, pussies do it. This is how men do it. You play it here. You can play it here. You can play it all over the neck. G, that's it, right? Okay, so that's A through G, right? That's all you need to know. That's every chord that you really need to know. If you can do this, just these 2 things, you can play like any punk song in the world. You know, like Pretty Bacon by Sex Pistols?
Mm-hmm.
This is all Steve Jones was doing and was looking like a guy. And I'm not even plugged in with distortion to make me sound better. Got no reason. That's not. Got too much is real. I just know. Well, that's the way we feel. We're so pretty, oh so pretty. We're vacant. We're so pretty, oh so pretty. Yeah, and we don't care. There you go. We're pretty, pretty vacant. We're pretty vacant, and we don't care. We don't care. See how awesome that is, man? How easy it is?
Yeah.